Hi team, we're down here at Klondike Corner. We've got Sam Bell. He's had a bit of a practice with the other media organisations, but here we are. Sam, you're the first individual two-day athlete home. How does that feel?
Yeah, it's pretty cool, eh?
Yep.
To be first home for the first day. It's good. Just hopefully I can recover well and back up tomorrow.
Nice. So tell me about your day. How did it start from the beach? Start me right there.
Beach, yeah, everyone sort of took off from the run and just sitting with the top guys there and onto the bike. Had a good transition. Four or five of us got away early on the bikes, and we thought, we may as well just sit up and wait to get a good group going. So I know there might have been about 20 of us there.
Yeah, because this year's a little bit different with no teams.
Yeah,
you're
no
just
teams.
individuals. So does that change your ride?
Yeah, there was a few guys that sort of took a bit to get the bunch forming, I suppose, and get going, and it was sort of dying off a wee bit. So I put in a bit of attack just to keep the speed up.
Yeah.
And then we worked real well, come into transition. And
So there was about, how many? 15 or so?
I think there was about 15, 20 of us there, which
good.
was cool. We all worked well. About 4 of us got away early on the run.
Yeah, because you obviously had a plan to get through that transition. You were first into transition, just a wee effort in there to get in there nice and smooth and the first one through.
Yeah, you're always a bit nervous, I suppose, getting off the bike with people, a bit of carnage. So if you can get out in front there and you know you're pretty safe, especially with a triathlon background, getting on off the bike onto the run is probably a strength. So no, it's cool.
Cool, good stuff.
Yep.
And then how'd you go on the mountain run? How were the legs for a start?
The legs took a couple of K to warm into it, and then it was good. 2 of us sort of got into the river first, and we stuck together for a couple of K. Then I took a bad line going up the left, and he sort of had a couple hundred metres on me. Then sort of passed him. Was feeling real good right through to the boulders, and stomach cramps set in. Got past there, and
so you guys were toe to toe and actually racing each other, like you were on each other's case, and because often this race is pretty long, and sometimes you actually have just got to do your own thing. Yeah,
it was really. I couldn't see him for ages, and turned around all of a sudden he was there, and he we stuck to each other, had a bit of yarn for a bit, and then he carried on over Goats Pass, and I don't know any time differences or how he was feeling, and then surprised the stomach cramps disappeared coming over Goats Pass. Okay. Managed to stomach some food.
How did you battle through that? Like, obviously it's not a very good place to go because you don't want that to be happening.
No, you don't, and I think you just got to keep moving. As much as you want to stop and try and get rid of them, you just keep moving, keep going forward. Come right, managed to stomach some food and some gels and that, and then managed to be able to open up on the way down.
Cool. So was that always the plan, to really just give it heaps on the downhill?
Yeah, I'm not that good of a technical runner in the real steep stuff, so once I got down to the flats and that, you could open up big long legs and that, you're away, and come out of the bush, come out of the riverbed, and I seen him sitting there, he had cruising along, so managed just to keep going.
So did you try and pass him quite hard, so he was like, made it look like you were feeling good?
Yeah, you always try to. It's good. And then managed just to run across the river, come out onto the full drive tracker there, and managed to be able to open up there. It's quite easy to run, and then definitely as you come underneath that bridge, those last few hundred metres across the shingle way, the old legs start to give out a bit. You wouldn't want too much running after that to finish. So.
But it's exciting at that stage because you get a bit of cheering on. There's a few people out there and you can see the finish.
Yeah, no, definitely. And that's finish, like, you can see it from miles away. Doesn't seem to come any closer real fast. So no, it's good.
And that's all the competitors are still out there. They'll really appreciate that comment that an elite guy like you are still battling and hurting at that stage.
Oh yeah, definitely. You've got to have respect for those guys. They're out there battling all day. Yes, we're going through it quick, but geez, those guys out there that are 4 or 5 hours, it's 6 hours longer. It's pretty impressive.
Yeah. So plan for tomorrow? How are you shaping up for the end?
Just go and try and recover well now, and have a good ride tomorrow, and just get down the river, and then hopefully you have enough energy to smash it back on the bike tomorrow. The last ride. So
is your kayak as strong as your run, or is your bike your strongest? Where would you?
Run's definitely the strongest, then the biking, and then kayaking. So you've always got to have a weakness, I suppose, and it's. I've only been kayaking for a year and a half, so it's you got to take time. Second longest race, Rebel Defiance, a couple of weeks ago, was the first long race I've done, and now coast. So.
Yeah, good stuff. Well, you're doing well and you're in the perfect position, so just enjoy tomorrow, and I'm sure you'll do well, and we'll look forward to cheering you over the finish line.
Yeah, cheers, thanks so much.
Good stuff, Sam.
Cheers.